Hello everyone, this is B. Rukmini Devi, Assistant Professor of Botany. Today I am here to explain about Anonaceae family. Before starting this family description, I would like to mention classification of Anonaceae family. Anonaceae family belongs to the class Dicotyledons, subclass Polypetalae, series Thalamiflorae, order Ranales, family Anonaceae. Here I would like to mention some of the important plants belongs to this Anonaceae family. Scientific names as well as common names I will mention here. Anona squamosa, commonly called as custard apple. In Telugu it is called as Sitafal. Anona reticulata, Ramafal. Anona muricata, Lakshmanafal. Anona cherimolia, Hanumafal. Cananga odorata, commonly called as Chettu Sampenga. Arthropoteris odoratissimus, commonly called as Tiga Sampenga. Polyalthia longifolia, which is commonly called as Naramamidi. Next, Uvaria purpurea. This is another plant which belongs to the family Anonaceae. Next, Monodora myristica. These are some of the important plants belongs to the family Anonaceae. General characters of this family, if you observe, means habit and habitat, and distribution details if you observe, means actually Anonaceae is a large family which comprises 130 genera and 2300 species. Where these plants are distributed means here this Anonaceae family members are distributed mostly in the tropical regions of the world. In India, if you observe, means this Anonaceae family is represented by 25 genera and 200 species. Habit and habitat, if you observe, means here mostly these Anonaceae family members are terrestrial and perennial in nature. Evergreen and deciduous plants are there. Terrestrial means grows on the ground. Next, here perennial means lifespan is more than 2 years. Evergreen, always green in color. Next, deciduous, some members are deciduous, that means annual leaf shedding you will observe in these plants. So terrestrial, perennial, evergreen and deciduous plants are there in this Anonaceae family. Mostly this family comprises trees, some are shrubs. Lions also identified in this family. Shrubs example is Anona squamosa. Shrubs example is Anona squamosa. Arthropoteris odoratissimus is example for hook climber. Here some modified structure, hook is developed. With the help of hook, this plant will show climbing growth or climbing habit. So that is called hook climber. Here Anonaceae family members are aromatic in nature. Why these family members are aromatic in nature means here some plant parts possess essential oil secreting ducts. So because of the presence of essential oil secreting ducts, these plants are aromatic in nature. That means some nice fragrance will come out from this plant parts. What type of parts will possess this aromatic oil glands means mostly Anonaceae family members bark part, leaves part and floral parts. These parts comprises this essential oil secreting oil ducts. Here you can see the image of Arthropoteris odoratissimus, which is commonly called as Tiga Sampenga. Here in this image you can see this hook. With the help of hook, this plant will shows climbing nature. This is about Arthropoteris odoratissimus hook. Here morphological characters, if you observe, means here morphology starts with root explanation. Root means here taproot system is present. Why these plants process taproot system means actually these are dicot members. So root system is taproot system. Here this taproot system is branched in nature. Taproot system is branched in nature. Branching is there. Next, stem characters, if you observe, means stem is aerial in nature. Aerial means grows above the ground or soil. Next, erect in nature. Erect means grows straightly. Next, rarely climbing in nature. For example, hook climbers, Arthropoteris odoratissimus is example, earlier we discussed. Next, stem is woody in nature. Next, stem shows branching. Here two types of branching you will see in this family. One is monopodial branching, another one is sympodial branching. Monopodial branching means apical bud is active in nature, so apical growth will take place here. Lateral branches formation will be suppressed here. Example for this kind of branching, monopodial branching, is Polyalthia, commonly called as Naramamidi. Sympodial branching means here apical bud growth is suppressed by lateral buds growth. So lateral branches will come in these members. That type of branching is called as sympodial branching. Sympodial branching you will see in Artabatrys plants. This is about stem morphology. Next, leaves if you observe means, here you can see Annona squamosa, which is grows up to the height of a tree. Leaves morphology if you observe here means mostly Annonaceae family members possess simple leaves. That means leaf lamina is not divided or dissected into leaflets. Here leaves are shows alternate phyllotaxy. That means from each node one single leaf will arise. These leaves are arranged alternate to each other. That kind of phyllotaxy is called as alternate phyllotaxy. Here these leaves do not possess any stipules. That is why that condition is described as exstipulate condition. Leaves possess stalks. That is why these leaves are mentioned as petiolate leaves. That means stalk of the leaf is called petiole. Petiole is present means that condition is called as petiolate condition. Apex of the leaf if you observe means that is pointed in nature. That character is mentioned as apex acute. Acute means pointed apex. Next, some leaves may be obtuse in nature or mucronate in nature. Next, shape of the leaf if you observe means ovate in shape. Shape of the leaf if you observe means ovate, egg shaped structure, or obovate in shape. Obovate means opposite to ovate shape. Some leaves are lanceolate in shape. Lanceolate means the shape of the leaf is resembles to that of lancet. Base is broad and apex is narrow and tapering. That is called lancet shape. If leaf is lancet shape means that is called as lanceolate leaf. Leaves if you touch means those are thick in nature, resembles to that of skin. That type of leaves are called coriaceous leaves. Next, some leaves are very soft in nature. That is why that character is mentioned as glabrous, smooth nature. Leaves are smooth in nature. When you touch, leaf surface is smooth in nature. That is called glabrous condition of the leaves. Venation if you observe means unicostate reticulate venation you will see. Venation means arrangement of veins, venlets and lateral veins. This arrangement is called as venation. Here unicostate reticulate venation you will see. Here leaves are gland dotted. Some essential oil secreting glands are there. These are represented by some dots. So leaves are gland dotted and aromatic in nature. Why these are aromatic in nature means because of essential oil secreting glands are there. So some fragrance is coming out from this leaves part. That is why leaves are aromatic in nature. Here you can see Annona squamosa leaves. Annona squamosa means custard apple leaves. Inflorescence if you observe means actually inflorescence is axillary inflorescence or terminal inflorescence. That means suppose inflorescence arises from the axial position, that is called as axillary inflorescence, or from terminal portion of the main axis inflorescence arises means that is called as terminal inflorescence. Here some members possess single flowers. That condition is called solitary flower. Okay. Here inflorescence position is leaf opposed. Leaf opposed means here inflorescence is arises just opposite to leaf. So that is called leaf opposed condition. Sometimes cauliflorous condition also you will see in some members. Cauliflorous condition means flowers borne on old axis or main branches. That condition is called as cauliflorous condition. You will see this cauliflorous condition in Polyalthia species, Naramamidi, etc. These members will show cauliflorous condition. Here you can see Polyalthia fragrance plant, how these flowers are borne on old axis or main branches. So that is called as cauliflorous condition. Example is Polyalthia fragrans. Here in this image you are seeing Polyalthia, all species are cauliflorous in nature. Flower detailed description if you observe means here flowers are bracteate and ebracteolate. Some may ebracteate in nature. Bracts are there means that flower is called bracteate flower. Suppose bracts are absent means that flower is described as ebracteate flower. Bract means small leaf-like appendage which is present at the base of the flower, that is called bract. If bract is present, that is called bracteate flower. Bract is absent means that is called ebracteate condition. Bracteolate. Bracteolate means a small leaf-like appendage which arises on the pedicel of the flower, that is called bracteole. Bracteole is present means bracteolate, or absent means that is called ebracteolate. Here Anonaceae family members flowers are ebracteolate in nature. Ebracteolate means here bracteoles are absent. Next, flower is described as pedicellate in nature. Pedicellate means flowers possess pedicels. Pedicel means stalk of the flower. If stalk is there means that is called pedicellate flower. Flowers are described as complete flowers. Why these flowers are described as complete flowers here means all four floral parts are present in the flower. That is why that is called complete condition. Complete means all four floral parts means here 2 essential organs, 2 non-essential organs, all 4 are present. That is why that is called complete flower. Essential organs means androecium and gynoecium. Non-essential organs means calyx and corolla. So here all 4 floral parts are there in flower. That is why that flower is described as complete flower. Here Anonaceae family members mostly bisexual flowers are there. Anonaceae family members possess bisexual flowers. That means in a single flower, male sex organ or male reproductive structure androecium present and female reproductive structure gynoecium is present. Both are present in a single flower means that is called bisexual condition. Rarely unisexual condition also you will see in some members. Example is Stelycocarpus. Actinomorphic. Flower is actinomorphic. That means this explains about symmetry of the flower. If you cut the flower in any plane also, if you get 2 equal halves means that is called actinomorphic symmetry. Here Anonaceae family members flowers are showing actinomorphic symmetry. Rarely zygomorphic symmetry you will see in some of the Anonaceae family members. Example is Monodora myristica. In this zygomorphic flower you will observe. Zygomorphic flower means if you cut the flower in one particular plane only, you will get 2 equal halves, that is called zygomorphic symmetry. Flower is hypogynous in condition. That means ovary position is superior. This is about flower general description of Anonaceae family. Here detailed description of the flower I will explain by taking calyx. Okay, here one by one all parts of the flowers. Here I will explain in a detailed manner. So detailed description starts with calyx. Calyx means individual members of calyx called as sepals. Here some flowers sepals are 3 in number, sometimes 6 in number. Suppose 6 sepals are there means these 6 sepals are arranged in 2 whorls. Each whorl comprises 3 sepals. Here these sepals are free, they are not fused with each other. That is why these are called as polysepalous. Polysepalous condition you will see. Polysepalous means sepals are free, they are not united with each other. That is called as polysepalous condition. Or rarely basally connate condition you will see. Mostly polysepalous condition you will see in Anonaceae family calyx, but rarely basally connate condition also you will see. Basally connate means base region these sepals are fused. That condition is called basally connate condition. Here the aestivation if you observe means valvate aestivation you will see. Aestivation means the arrangement of sepals and petals in bud condition, that is called aestivation. Here aestivation is valvate aestivation. That means here sepals margins are come close to each other, they will not overlap with each other. That kind of arrangement of sepals is called as valvate aestivation. Rarely imbricate aestivation also you can see in this Anonaceae family members. Now I will explain about corolla characters. Generally, 6 petals are there in this Anonaceae family members. These 6 petals are arranged in 2 whorls. Each whorl comprises 3 petals. Sometimes, rarely, only 3 petals are there. Here petals are free, that is why this condition is called as polypetalous condition. Here aestivation, if you observe, means valvate aestivation. You will see here also. Valvate aestivation means margins of the petals come close to each other but they will not overlap with each other. That is called as valvate aestivation. Slightly imbricate aestivation may also present in some of the Anonaceae family members. Here sometimes sepals and petals are same in color. You cannot distinguish them. So that is why this sepals and petals together called as perianth. Here in this image you can see Artobotrys hexapetalous plant flower. That means hexapetalous. Here 6 petals are there. 6 petals are there. In some members only 3 petals are there, remaining 3 petals are suppressed. Suppose 6 petals are there also, only 3 petals are large in size, remaining 3 petals are small in size. Such type of variations you will see in these flowers. Androecium of Anonaceae family members, if you observe, means here stamens are numerous in number. That means more number of stamens are present. Polyandrous condition you will see. Polyandrous means here stamens are free in condition. They will not fuse with each other. They are free in condition, that is called as polyandrous condition. Here the arrangement of stamens on thalamus or receptacle is spiral arrangement. So here while describing flower general characters, I forgot to mention one point, that is hemicyclic. Flower is hemicyclic. Hemicyclic means non-essential organs are arranged in 2 successive whorls. That means outer whorl comprises calyx, second whorl comprises corolla. Next, remaining 2 inner whorls, that means third whorl comprises androecium part, fourth whorl comprises gynoecium part. Here androecium and gynoecium, these gynoecium members and androecium members are arranged in the form of a spring-like structure. That means spirally they will arrange. That is why that is called spiral arrangement. So half of the floral parts are arranged in 2 whorls, half of the floral parts are arranged in spiral manner. That is why that kind of arrangement is called as hemicyclic or spirocyclic arrangement. So here numerous stamens are there. These stamens are free in condition. These stamens which are arranged spirally on the thalamus are also called as receptacle. Here if you observe the characteristic features of receptacle, receptacle is conical in shape or it consists of some convex shaped surface. On this convex receptacle, these stamens are arranged spirally. Here individual stamens, if you observe, means stamens possess filaments. These filaments are short and thick filaments. Stamens possess filaments. These filaments are short and thick in nature. Here this stamen filament part is joins with anther part. One part which helps for joining of filament with this anther part, that part is called as connective. Here connective grows beyond the anther part, so it forms one hood like structure. The presence of hood is characteristic feature of Anonaceae family. Here anthers, if you observe, means mostly anthers are longitudinal dehiscence and extrorse condition you will see. Anthers shows longitudinal dehiscence, that means they will split longitudinally, then pollen grains are released from the anthers. Next extrorse. Extrorse means splitting of anthers occurs towards outside, that is called extrorse condition of anthers. Now I will explain about gynoecium characters. Gynoecium means that represents female reproductive part of a flower. Here gynoecium comprises carpels. Here the number of carpels numerous in nature. That means more number of carpels are present. How these stamens are arranged spirally on the receptacle or thalamus, like that here carpels also arranged spirally on the receptacle part. Some members, for example Cyathocalyx, in this plant flower only 1 to 3 carpels are present, but commonly numerous carpels are present, more number of carpels are present. That is common character. But rarely cythocalyx plant flower possess only 1 to 3 carpels. Carpels are apocarpous in nature. Apocarpous means carpels are not fused with each other. They are free in condition. That is called apocarpous condition. Flower is superior. That means here, while describing the characteristic features of flower, we mentioned that hypogynous flower. So in that hypogynous flower, ovary position is superior. Remaining floral parts arises just beneath the ovary position. That is why that ovary position is considered as a superior ovary. Here only single locule is present. That is called unilocular condition. Here in one locule, some members possess a single ovule, some members possess many ovules. Here anatropous ovules are present. These ovules may arrange in parietal placentation, or some members shows basal placentation. Here gynoecium part, if you observe, means here each carpel consists 3 important parts: ovary, style and stigmatic regions. Style, if you observe, means some members style is absent. That is called sessile condition of stigma. Style absent means that stigma is called as a sessile stigma. Some members possess a short style. Style is short in some members, completely absent in some members. Suppose completely style is absent means that type of stigma is called as a sessile stigma. Here stigmas are simple in nature, sometimes trilobed. Trilobed means 3 lobes are there in this stigmatic region. Next, fruits and seeds, if you observe, means here Anonaceae family shows a characteristic fruit that is called as aggregate fruit, or also otherwise some other members possess etirio of berries. Here etirio of berries you will see. Here in these fruits seeds are formed. These seeds are large in size. Next, here an important characteristic feature you have to remember, that is special to this Anonaceae family, that is ruminate endosperm. Presence of ruminate endosperm is characteristic feature of Anonaceae family. So here seeds shows ruminate endosperm. Fruits, if you observe, what kind of fruits are present? Just now I mentioned etirio of berries are present. Aggregate fruits, etirio of berries or aggregate fruits are present. Here this aggregate fruit or etirio of berries develops from merger of several ovaries. Merger means just because of joining of several ovaries, this kind of etirio of berries or aggregate fruit will develop. If you observe custard apple, then you will understand what is aggregate fruit or etirio of berries. In this image you can see custard apple fruit, that is aggregate fruit. Here you can see the seeds of custard apple. Pollination, if you observe, means mostly pollination takes place with the help of insects. Particularly some flies are responsible for the pollination of Anonaceae family members. Some members pollinated by birds, that means ornithophilia also reported in this Anonaceae family. Some members pollinated with the help of bats also. Chiropterophilia also you can observe in this family. So pollinating agents or pollinating agencies are flies, next birds and bats. In this image you can see the twig of Polyalthia longifolia. Next, this floral diagram and LS of flower, LS of ovary, etc. you can see in this diagram. In this diagram you can see the hemicyclic arrangement of floral parts, that means sepals and petals. Here sepals are 3 in number, which are arranged in outer whorl. Next, inside second whorl and third whorl comprises 3 petals. These are also arranged in specific whorls or specific lines. Next, andrecium comprises numerous stamens which are arranged spirally. Gynoecium comprises numerous carpels. These are also arranged spirally. So this kind of arrangement of floral parts, that is called as a spirocyclic or hemicyclic kind of arrangement. Floral formula of this Anonaceae family in general, if you observe, means floral formula is mentioned as BR or EBR. BR means bracteate or EBR, E-bracteate. Next, bisexual. This is a actinomorphic symbol. Next, bisexual. Sepals 3 in number or sometimes 6 in number. They are arranged in 3+3 manner. Corolla comprises 6 petals. So these 6 petals are arranged in 2 whorls, 3 in each whorl. That is mentioned as C3+3. Or only 3 petals are present in some Anonaceae members. Next, andrecium comprises numerous stamens. So andrecium, which is denoted with capital A, and numerous stamens, that is denoted with infinitive symbol. Next, gynoecium also comprises numerous carpels, that is mentioned with infinitive symbol. Gynoecium is denoted with capital G, and numerous carpels are there, that is mentioned with infinitive symbol. This is the floral formula of Anonaceae family. Economic importance, if you observe, means this family is having great economic value. Mostly we will get some important edible fruits from this family. For example, Annona squamosa. Everyone knows about custard apple. This is a valuable edible fruit. Next, Annona reticulata, Annona muricata, Annona cherimolia. These produces some edible fruits which are having medicinal values also. These are used to prepare some of the important Ayurvedic medicines also. Next, some of the plants are grown as ornamentals or avenue trees. So, for beautification purpose in gardens, parks, etc., these Anonaceae family members are grown as avenue trees as well as ornamental plants. For example, Polyalthia longifolia mostly grown as avenue tree. Next, Artabatrys odoratissimum, next Cananga odorata, etc. These are also grown as ornamental plants. Next, from this family we will get some valuable spices. For example, Xylopia ethiopica. You can see in these images Xylopia ethiopica plant fruits you can see. This is commonly called as negro pepper. These seeds of Xylopia ethiopica are used as a substitute to Indian black pepper. So we can get spices. These are having commercial importance. So these spices also we will get from this Anonaceae family members, particularly from Xylopia ethiopica. Here you can see Xylopia parviflora. Here from this Xylopia parviflora wood we can prepare plywood. So we are getting timber from Anonaceae families. We are getting plywood also from Anonaceae family members. Particularly plywood we are obtaining from Xylopia parviflora plant. That plant wood is used for the production of plywood. In these images you can see Xylopia parviflora wood. In this image you can see Cananga odorata flowers. Mostly Anonaceae family members are aromatic in nature. Why these are aromatic in nature means here some essential oil secreting glands are present in this plant parts. So some essential oils are extracted from these flowers and other parts of the plant. These essential oils are used in perfumery industry. So Cananga odorata, Artabatrys odoratissimum, both are used in perfumery industries because of economically valuable essential oils are obtained from Cananga odorata plant as well as Artabatrys odoratissimum flowers. Here you can see Myogyne panosa plant. Here from this Myogyne panosa plant strong fiber is obtained. This strong fiber is used in making of paper and cordage also. This is a ramafal fruit. Here you can see Annona muricata, commonly called as Lakshmana phal. Here this is the fruit of Annona cherimola, that is commonly called as Hanuma phal. So mostly some edible fruits we will get from this Anonaceae family. So Anonaceae family members mostly grown as wild in forests. Some are cultivated because of its economic importance. So with this, I am concluding this lesson. Thank you for listening.